Christian Association of Nigeria threatens legal action over school closures for Ramadan in northern states. I hope we will not plunge the nation once again into a religious war. Religion should be far from education and governance since Nigeria is a secular state. Meanwhile, the Christian Association of Nigeria (CAN) has strongly criticized the decision by the governments of Bauchi, Katsina, Kano, and Kebbi states to shut down all public and private schools to accommodate Ramadan fasting. In a statement issued on Sunday in Abuja, CAN President Archbishop Daniel Oko expressed deep concern over the directive, calling it a significant threat to educational continuity, equity, and national unity. The association stressed that education is a fundamental right and the foundation of societal progress, warning that the prolonged school closures would disrupt academic schedules and further worsen the already critical issue of out-of-school children in the affected states. Bauchi, Katsina, Kano, and Kebbi already face alarming rates of out-of-school children, averaging 44% far above the national average. Closing schools for an extended period will only deepen this crisis and undermine efforts to ensure quality education for all, the statement read. The Christian body also decried the lack of broad consultation before issuing the directive, stressing that CAN leadership in the affected states was not adequately engaged. Policies affecting diverse populations, Muslims, Christians, and others must be the result of inclusive dialogue. Unfortunately, that has not happened, and such unilateral decisions erode trust and unity in our pluralistic society, CAN stated. Drawing comparisons with Islamic majority nations like Saudi Arabia and the UAE, CAN noted that these countries do not shut down schools for the entire fasting period, but instead implement adjusted schedules or flexible learning arrangements. If Islamic heartlands can maintain a balance between education and religious observance, Nigeria's northern states should follow suit. A 5-week closure is excessive and lacks global precedent, CAN argued. The association urged the governors of Bauchi, Bala Mohammed, Katsina, Diko Umar Rada, Kano, Abba Kabir Yusuf, and Kebbi Nasser Idris to open channels of dialogue with religious bodies, school owners, parents, and civil society to reassess the directives. CAN further warned that it would seek legal recourse if the closures persist. Should this right continue to face jeopardy, we are prepared to seek restraining orders through the courts to protect the constitutional rights to education and freedom of conscience, Archbishop Oko stated, while urging Christians, Muslims, and all residents of the affected states to remain peaceful. CAN reaffirmed its commitment to promoting harmony across faiths, but insisted that the rights of students and families who do not observe Ramadan must be respected. Let us build a Nigeria where faith and progress harmonize, where no child's education is sacrificed, and where all communities feel valued. We urge the governors to reconsider these policies in the spirit of fairness and national cohesion, the statement concluded. 44 out-of-school kids. A review of National Bureau of Statistics data by SAR reporters revealed that the 4 states have some of the highest percentages of out-of-school children in the country. The states in question, Katsina, Kebbi, Kano, and Bauchi, reportedly have significantly higher rates of children deprived of school attendance compared to the national average. According to the MBS Multidimensional Poverty Index, Bauchi State has the highest percentage of children lacking access to education with a figure of 54%. Kano State follows with 35%, Katsina at 38%, and Kebbi at 45%. On average, these four states have 44% of children deprived of education, which is 10 percentage points higher than the national average of 34%. On February 27, Sahara reporters reported the Bauchi state government had ordered the closure of schools for 5 weeks due to the Ramadan period. According to the directive, schools will be closed from February 26, 2025 until the end of Ramadan and the Salah celebrations, with classes set to resume on April 5. The official academic calendar obtained by Sahara reporters showed that the second term of the 2024-2025 session began on January 5, 2025. However, the state government divided the term into two phases. The first from January 5 to February 28, followed by a 5-week break from March 1 to April 5, and classes resuming from April 6 to April 29. However, this directive has not been well received by private school owners, particularly those of Christian faith, who argue that due to the diverse student population, the government's order should not deny all students access to education. Last Friday, Sahara reporters also reported that the Katsina State Isba Board, the state's Islamic morality police, had ordered the closure of all private schools in the state for the duration of Ramadan. In a circular issued by the board, it warned that failure to comply would have consequences. The circular dated February 27, 2025 was signed by the Commandant General Aminu Usman. In accordance with the Katsina State Government directive, all private schools are required to close during the Ramadan period to allow pupils to fully observe the holy month, the statement read. The directive also includes extra lessons. The ISBA board urges all school proprietors to strictly comply, as non-compliance will not be tolerated. Khan's intervention underscores growing national debate on balancing religious observance with educational priorities, setting the stage for what could become a legal and policy battle over school governance in Nigeria. Me think it is high time the federal government should make its position clear on religion affecting the educational curricula of this country, because these states in question are not populated only by Muslims. So what now happens to Christians who don't subscribe to the Muslim faith? I don't think this issue will go down quietly, just as Khan is threatening to go into litigation if it is not redressed immediately. Somebody believe fact is that we live in a country where people are more religious but less godly. And if we start saying the facts now, the assistant gods will start cursing their generation. Another person said Muslim people are trying to transform Nigeria into an Islamic country, but it will not work. Rather, he said each part should go their way. That is his opinion. What is your opinion on this issue? Do you think the ISBA board of these mentioned states have the right to ask schools to go on vacation for these 5 weeks? Please let your comments be made known. Thank you for listening.